Watch this video if you want to learn the top 5 big mistakes that people make when they are attempting to collect unpaid invoices and debts. My name is Micaiah and I'm from Chargent. If you are a business leader and you use Salesforce, then you are watching the right video. Biggest mistake number 1, striking the wrong tone. So let's play a little game. Think to yourself, which of these two sounds better and would persuade you to help the person asking more? The first one, your card was declined for non-sufficient funds, click here to pay now. Or the second one, hi there, it seems we had an issue collecting your most recent payment. Please follow this link to take care of the $100 payment. We all know what both of those mean. The second one just seems a little bit more friendly and it's harder to say no to someone who's being nice. Wouldn't you agree? I suggest always starting with a super kind tone, just like we talked about. However, there is a time when escalating tone, still in a kind manner, is the appropriate thing to do. So if someone's power is about to be shut off, you should likely state clearly that they need to take immediate action to avoid catastrophe. Here's an important bonus tip on tone. Keep in mind that sometimes to get paid, you need to get a conversation going. And if your tone makes that person feel comfortable in discussing the situation with you, won't they be more likely to partner with you? I think they're going to be more likely to share with you what they need from you to get paid. So be nice, get them talking, and you will get paid faster. We want you to be more successful, and to help you get there, we have made a guide to help you collect more cash faster. Get the guide today. Download it using the link in the description of this video. All right, big mistake number 2. It is possible to have too many communications. If someone feels that they're being harassed, they might just put all of your emails straight into the spam folder, and then you're not gonna get your cash. So be mindful of the fact that we all get tons of emails, calls, and notifications. Make yours count and time them appropriately. Big mistake number 3 is you're gonna wanna keep it simple when you ask to get paid. Don't overcomplicate this call to action. You simply wanna say, this is the amount owed, please go here to pay. Mistake number 4, it's waiting too long to act. If you are waiting multiple days to get the conversation started, you're certainly waiting too long. For many situations, a retry on a card is a good idea within a couple of days. The first email should either go out immediately with the first decline of a recurring transaction, or certainly after that second decline. Don't wait to get that first email to your customer stating that now is the time to act. Big mistake number 5, and I would say that this is probably the biggest mistake, is having your debt collectors and your accounts receivable specialists do highly repetitive tasks. If you can automate a task, really you should. None of us find it fulfilling to do tasks that are the same each and every time, and they don't require any thinking whatsoever. It is not inspiring to just copy and paste something and send it all day long. Your teammates, they'll burn out quickly, and before they burn out and leave, they're probably going to be making a ton of mistakes. The better idea is to empower your collectors and your accounts receivables teammates to be great at what they're doing. I believe that a highly empathetic, genuinely curious person who enjoys working with customers will be much more engaging and will collect more late payments for your company. So to do that, you should automate as much of their job as you can. If you want help with that, contact us here at Chargent, because that is what we do. Let Chargent automate your collections process for you and let your teammates focus on the more challenging accounts receivables work. In this video, you will learn how to configure Chargent automated collections processes. My name is Micaiah and I am from Chargent. If you want to get started automating collections and you're just not quite sure what your AC process should look like, then this video is for you. Our automated collections application is the premier tool for reducing involuntary churn and keeping your customers in good standing, all directly from inside your Salesforce org. Let's get your first automated collections process configured. For this example, we need an automated collections process for doggo daycare. Most of our customers pay a monthly fee for our daycare services. In this process, it's designed with them in mind. From the Automated Collections tab in Chargent Settings, we'll click the New button from the navigation panel on the left. We'll choose the Automatic Retries plus Emails. From here, you can see that this page is broken into 2 sections. Automated Collections Configuration is at the top, and Stages is beneath that. The first field is AC Process Name, and this is where I'll give a name to the AC process that I'm creating. Let's call this one Monthly Daycare Customers. The next field is the Sender Email Address field. This is where we choose the org-wide email address that the automated collections will be sent from. Back in the Automated Collections app, in the Criteria field, we have a couple of options. All Chargent orders or rule-based. The first option I think it's pretty self-explanatory, right? It's just going to apply to every Chargent order record in your entire org. The second option, rule-based, allows us to specify which Chargent order records that this AC process will apply to. And that's the option we want. And when I click a field called AC criteria value, it appears below. Okay, here's how the AC criteria value field works. The value we enter here will connect this AC process to the Chargent order records that have the same value in the AC criteria field. I've already marked my monthly daycare records by adding monthly daycare to the AC criteria field. So that's what I'll enter here. The last field in this section is payment request page. And this allows us to select the page our customers will land on when they click through on our email. Okay, now it's time to configure the stages for this collections process. Each stage allows us to either send an email or retry the payment, or both. We have many options to choose when those stages will execute. For our first stage, we want customers to know right away that there was a problem with their scheduled payment. So I'm going to pick the immediately option from the time frame field. This option, it's only for emails, so I'll choose the automated collections payment request email template. This template, it lets my customers know that the payment was missed, and it includes a link for them to pay on a branded and customized page. I've also customized this in the email template with my branding, messaging, and of course contact information. Okay, the first stage is done. Hey, and if you're wondering about the email language, there's videos on this channel that'll teach you the best language to use for those collections emails. I want you to check out this playlist right here. It's going to teach you a lot more. So back to our process. Let's click the Add button to configure stage 2. For this stage, I want Chargent to retry the payment the next day. And so I'm going to choose the number of days after from the time frame pick list. And then I'm going to enter 1 in the time frame detail field. This means charge 1 day later. Next, I'll choose yes from the retry payment pick list. Since we don't need to send another email so quickly, we can choose no email from the send email on failed retry pick list. And that's it for stage 2. Now in stage 3, let's assume that the payment method has non-sufficient funds. We'll click the add button again to get going on stage 3. Let's set this stage to retry on the 16th of the month. As many people get paid on the 15th, it seems like this would make it a smart time to try and collect. I select yes from the retry payment pick list. Notice that when the stage is configured to retry the payment, the email option is labeled as send email on failed retry. The customer will get an email if the payment fails again. Here, I'm going to use a more sternly worded email. And finally, I'm going to click the add button once more and configure stage 4. This stage will be set up to retry just one last time, and if it fails, we're going to send an account suspension notice. As the collections team handles account suspensions on Friday, I will choose day of the week from the time frame pick list and Friday from the time frame detail pick list. We'll add the collections team email address into the CC email address internal field. So this notifies the team to suspend services for this customer. From here, I'll click the save button and the configuration is complete. See the process that we created on the left. It's enabled and it's ready to go. Of course, this needs to be fully tested, so be sure to do that. This automated collections process was fairly easy to set up, right? And you did this all with clicks, not code. You gave your team time to focus on the most important work of your organization instead of doing repetitive manual tasks. Now that you've got a great process, remember that you can improve it by analyzing its performance using the Chargent Automated Collections dashboard.
In this video, you're going to learn how Chargent's automated collections feature makes it easier to collect on failed payments from your customers. Here at Chargent, our focus is payments. So if you're watching this video, collecting payments is probably on your mind and is definitely an important part of your business. That's why it's vital that your team and customers have options when it comes to collecting payments, especially if you are doing recurring billing or subscriptions. With Chargent, one of these options is our automated collections feature. Chargent's automated collections feature is an add-on module that automatically communicates with customers, letting them know that they've missed a payment. This feature provides them with a payment request link that allows them to update their payment information and get their account back in good standing. Automated collections also allows you to automatically retry collecting payments based on the schedule and logic that you choose. It takes minutes to configure and activate. Once activated, there's no more need to spend time sending emails and making phone calls to collect on late payments. Here at AppFrontier, we have been using our product Chargent to automate the collections process for many years. If you have missed your annual subscription payment before, this is going to sound familiar to you. While of course, no company wants their customers to miss their payments, we all know it happens. Now with Chargent's automated collections, you too can use the power of Salesforce automation to do collections on your behalf, so your staff can focus more on your customers, your products, and your services. Today, I will be demonstrating how to configure the Chargent automated collections based on how we use it here at Chargent for our own collections. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, we created a detailed guide on how to improve your recurring billing and reducing churn. I am confident you will learn many things with this guide. Find the link in the description of this video to download that today. Here are the steps. Step 1, enable Chargent automated collections. Click on the Salesforce app launcher and navigate to Chargent settings. Once you are there, click on the automated collections sub-tab here. Step 2, start a new process. Click the new button here to create an automated collections process. Next, click the button automatic retries plus emails. Step 3, define the process. Next, we are going to set the properties of our automated collections process. In the automated collections process name, give your process a name. Use a name which makes it easy to remember what this specific process does, as you may set up multiple processes. In the criteria field, indicate if you would like this process to apply to all Chargent orders or to a subset of Chargent orders. For our use case, we are going to select all Chargent orders. Next, set the email address that you would like to appear as the sender's email address. If you don't see the address there, which you would like to use, set the email address up in Salesforce Setup in organization-wide addresses. Once you have configured the email address there, it will be available for you to select as the sender email address. Next, select the payment request page to use for the automated collections process. Step 4, choose an email template. For this step, we are going to set up the email templates for our use case. Navigate to Salesforce Setup to Classic Email Templates. Select the folder Chargent Automated Collection Templates. Click on the Automated Collections Payment Request email template. You can modify the email template here. We are going to leave this email template as it is and use it for the first stage of our process. I'm going to copy the body of the email template so that I can use it as a starting point for the new email templates which I will be creating. To create the first new email template, navigate back to the Chargent Automated Collections Templates folder and click on the New button. Click Custom here and then click Next. Here, ensure that the folder is set to the Chargent Automated Collections template folder. Check the Available for Use checkbox here. Type in a name for the email template. Click Tab to populate the template unique name and type in a description of this template. Lastly, on this screen, type in the subject for the email. Then click Next. Here I'm going to paste the body of the email which I had copied before and make a few edits. Follow the same steps which we took to create the second email template in order to create the third. In this template, I am letting the customer know that their Chargent licenses are going to be suspended because at this point their payment is a week late and we have not received any communication from them. Step 5, set up the stages. Now we are ready to set up our automated collection stages. Navigate back to Chargent settings to the automated collections sub-tab and the automated collections template, which we have set the properties for back in step 3. Let's start with stage 1. Select immediately for the time frame in order to send the customer an email immediately after the payment is declined. In the Send Email field, select Automated Collections Payment Request for this stage. Then select the sender email address. You can add an email address here to be copied on the email. All right, we have configured the first stage. Now let's add the second stage. Click Add to add the next stage. For this stage, select number of days after for the time frame and then the number 3 for the time frame detail. Select No to retry the payment. Select AC Email to for the Send Email field and select the sender email address. Now the second stage is configured. That was easy, right? Click Add to add the third and final stage. Select number of days after for the time frame, and then the number 7 for the time frame detail. Select No to retry the payment. Select AC Email 3 for the send email field, and select the sender email address. And that's it. In just a matter of minutes, we have configured a process which will email the customer immediately when their payment fails and provide them with a secure method to update their payment source and make the payment. In addition, if they don't take any action, they will automatically receive another email after 3 days and then again after 7 days. All done automatically with the power of Chargent and Salesforce. To learn more about creating email templates in Salesforce, watch our video about email templates for different payments. My name is Stacy, and at Chargent, we're dedicated to helping Salesforce customers like you keep your payments simple. And remember, we're always here to help.